Are we good? Hey guys! So recently I have been working on developing my art style, and I've really just been trying to experiment more and try different techniques. So I thought in today's video I could maybe show you guys me sort of going through a stylization exercise where I am pulling different techniques and styles from other artists and creating my own piece from it. I think this could be really helpful, especially if you are really struggling to find your own art style and just need somewhere to start. I don't think art style is the end-all be-all. I do think it can be really good for making your work recognizable. So like if somebody is like scrolling through Pinterest and you have like a very distinct art style, it's pretty cool that people can like just immediately recognize your work. I don't think it's like you have to have a unique art style to be considered a good artist. But yeah, it can be really cool and it can be good for just making sure that your work is recognizable and also really fun for you. And before I go any further, I do have a really quick announcement. So I started a Patreon. I will talk more about it later on in the video. I just kind of wanted to throw it out there real quick before we get started. If you'd like to check it out, you can do so in the link down below. And yeah, let's get into the video. So we need to start with gathering some inspiration, right? You can go on Pinterest, on Instagram, wherever you like to find artwork from, your favorite artist. And I just want you to sort of look for a variety of art styles. Even if there's just like one little thing that an artist does that you like, go ahead and save it. And we're going to make a sort of collage of it so that way we can look at it, sort of like a mood board. I personally use PicRef, but you can use whatever you want. You can put it into Procreate and just like move the images around. You just want to make sure that you're finding a variety of like sketches and line work. Also some rendering, like different types of rendering. Is it more graphic? Is it more painterly? Like just whatever kind of style that you like and enjoy, and just try to find as much variety as you can. And I'm just gonna add in all of my images that I want to use and sort of put them together. So I've put all of my line art references together. I've put some of the eyes together. So once we have all of our references together, we can kind of analyze them and pick out what it is that we like about it and some of the things that we sort of want to try incorporating into our own work. So I'm going to kind of go through a couple of these and just kind of point out what it is that I like about it and what I'll be working into my painting. So I'll start with this one. I really liked that all of the dark values of the line art is like around the face, and the face is also more detailed, and then sort of as you go away from it and move up into the hair, it's a lot less detailed. The lines are lighter and not as crisp. I really like that sort of look, and so I tried incorporating that into my piece as well. What I really liked about this one is the outside lines are a lot thicker and they're a lot more dense than the lines on the inside. So like you can see right here, like the lines on the inside, like the character's arms and stuff and their torso is a lot thinner and lighter. And then on the outside, the lines are a lot more darker and defined. So I kind of wanted to try that in this one also. If we look at some of the actual like colored pieces, I think my favorite part is kind of this, like you see this hair behind the character. I like that they like made it lighter so it almost looks like it's like faded into the back. I really like that look. I think that's really cool. And I wanted to do that a little bit in my painting also and try it. Whenever you're looking at like the colored or like the rendering process, you kind of have to decide, because some of these, like this one is much more like the values are like closer together. There's not as much contrast, less contrasty, versus like this one is much more, there's a lot more contrast going on. You also kind of have to decide like if you want more realistic versus anime style or cartoony, or like you just kind of have to decide what you like and what you don't. I really like this one because it's got like a very graphic style, especially like the edges, like everything is nice and clean, but then when you get to the inside, it's not like super rendered, but it's like just a little bit. I really like that. I like that they kind of toe the line of that a little bit. This one has a really cool technique that I've been seeing a lot lately, where it almost looks like they take like a soft brush of the skin color and just kind of brush it over the character's face a little bit. I've never personally done that or used that, but that might be kind of cool to try. You can also kind of see like how artists handle drawing different features. So the eyes is a big one. I think the eyes is one of the most important parts of an artist's style. Like if you have a very unique way that you draw eyes, I feel like that's like a huge part of your art style. So I would definitely try to find a lot of references for that. Look at how artists handle lighting. So for this one, I really liked that they used like an obvious blue for the highlights, and I did want to incorporate that into my painting too. So I usually keep all of my line art colors the same. I think I might try though what some of these artists have done and change the colors to match like what they're showing. So you can see the artist changed the lines in the hair to like a reddish color, but they also made like their shirt like a dark color. Again, it's really important to make sure that you have a variety of sources to pull from here. You want to make sure that you're analyzing and just kind of seeing what it is you like about their style. If you can pinpoint specifically what it is, and then just see if you can take like one or two of those things and incorporate them into your style, and then go to the next reference and do it again. And once you start actually painting and drawing, you'll see that it's almost like a melting pot of all of these styles that you are incorporating into your own painting. Developing your art style can take a while. Like, it's not always just going to be like an overnight thing. It's probably never an overnight thing. Doing this sort of exercise really helps you sort of narrow down and figure out what you like drawing, what you don't like drawing. Do you like drawing, anime style eyes? Do you like drawing more realistic eyes? Do you like the like super defined noses, or do you want to just have like a little triangle for a nose? Do you like a painterly style, or do you prefer more of a like graphic look? All of these things go into your art style, and the more that you do these sort of stylization exercises, the better off you'll be, because you'll be able to figure out what you like versus what you don't like, what you think looks good altogether versus what you don't think looks good. And then you can kind of go from there. So it really helps. This is, I think, like one of the best ways to really develop an art style is just start podge it together and figure out what you like. And so I mentioned earlier in the video that I have started a Patreon. I just kind of wanted to talk on it for just a minute. It's going to be very chill. Right now, only have one tier. Eventually, I do want to have more tiers where I can maybe do monthly video tutorials and like all that fun stuff. I just want to make sure that I can handle it first. I'm going to have sketches, work in progress shots, things that I don't really share anywhere else. And then I'll also have art study notes. I don't know exactly what to call them. It's where I'll have like my artwork, and then I'll be writing notes on top of it. So things that I've learned, or just like tips that I have that hopefully can help you. And like, I want to make like very small, like bite-sized tutorials and tips that might help you. There's absolutely no pressure to pay for it or anything. If you do support me in that way, I really, really appreciate it. But yeah, I'll have the link to it down in the description below, so you're welcome to check it out. So that's gonna do it for this video. I hope you found this video helpful. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!